So in this video, I'm talking about my 5 favorite things from NAB this year coming up. Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Think Media TV, helping you go further, faster in media. And this year has been awesome at NAB. We have the whole team here, Heather, Jay, shooting some awesome videos. And I've had a couple things that have really stood out to me this year, specifically for like video creators, those who are hustling, those who are on a budget. So let's jump in to my 5 favorite things. So the first thing that stood out to me at NAB this year was a camera called the Mevo camera. This camera was actually the winner of Best Camera at CES this year. And what it is a super cool camera for going live on Facebook. Easy to use, easy to set up, and takes your live stream game to a whole nother level. From the one camera, it could give you a wide shot of a live event, or a speaker panel, or even you and maybe a few other people or just yourself streaming live on Facebook. Then just using your phone, you can easily crop in and get close-ups of the different people talking or different areas of the stage, which you can control manually. Or it even has like an auto director feature. So if you had like a panel of speakers, it's going to really figure out who's talking and crop into each person and crop wide and crop into the next person that's talking. And so it's a pretty revolutionary device. But the bigger message here, I think, for the Think Media TV community is how big of a deal live is. And what I mean is Periscope, Facebook, Snapchat Live. There's rumors of a live war and that Instagram's gonna probably have a live option. YouTube Live. And people that I trust are really emphasizing live right now. One of my social media mentors, Shalene Johnson, is emphasizing live majorly for marketers, business owners, personal brands, whatever you're doing. I think the message here is really consider live and what that means for you when it comes to building your brand, building your business, and really crushing it with your projects. The second big standout to me is that for budget filmmakers, YouTubers, video creators, that Sony really seems to be where it is right now. I work with YouTubers It's Judy Time and Benji Man TV, and they've been using Sony for a while, and I've edited the footage, and whenever I go side by side with like my Canon footage and the Sony footage, I'm always like blown away by how good it looks. But then I talked to my friend Tony Reali from NAB, and he was talking about how Sony is really a solid option to switch to for the YouTubers and budget filmmakers, that they're just killing it right now. I noticed that Philip Bloom, his walk-around cameras, I think was a Sony a7S II, his point and shoot was a Sony RX100 IV, and so there just kind of seems to be this trend that Sony is really ahead of the game. And the camera that stood out to me has been out for a while now, but it's the Sony a6300. It's shooting beautiful 4K footage, beautiful HD footage, revolutionizing autofocus for photography and for video. And so paying attention to Sony is definitely one of the major things that I'm doing right now. Number 3, for those of us who do love Canon, and I do love Canon, I am pretty pumped about the Canon 80D and the new G7X Mark II. I actually did an in-depth video on the G7X Mark II versus the Mark I, and if you should upgrade, so I'll link that up on the YouTube card, as well as I'll put it in the description below. But overall, for the kind of videos that I create, videos like this, I'm really happy with 1080p because it edits fast, and 4K is not quite what I'm ready for as far as my workflow. So I'm always paying attention to Canon's prosumer line because it's definitely relevant, I think, for the average kind of video creator and YouTuber. And I really think that the Canon G7X Mark II could be my go-to vlogging camera this year. Now, the fourth thing that stood out as a major trend and something to pay attention to this year is virtual reality. As you walked around NAB, there were dozens of stations that featured headsets from Oculus, Samsung, HTC. The chief product officer from YouTube really made an announcement about how seriously YouTube is taking VR and 360 cameras and the ability to interact with 360 footage. And then we're seeing a ton of 360 cameras come on the market. The GoPro Omni was there, the level up from the GoPro Omni. And so I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to VR, but for the Think Media TV community, I think that if you want to have your finger on the pulse and be ready to catch the next wave and always kind of stay ahead and be ready for trends, I think paying attention to VR right now is essential. then the last thing that stood out to me was the relevancy of 4K. And the reality is this, there still seems to be this gap between 4K footage being relevant to the everyday user. This PC that I edit videos on was built in 2009, and editing 4K on it is like slushing through a swampy mud with the mud up to your neck. You can barely move. But workflows and hardware is definitely speeding up, making it more relevant and possible for everyday creators like us to edit 4K footage. We just got our first 4K TV. Netflix has a few shows that are in 4K. There's some 4K content out there. And what I noticed at NAB was there was like 8K cameras and 8K monitors. And so everything was kind of moving forward. I think 4K is catching up to its relevancy for day to day. And so simply that would mean, I think for us, to just pay attention to when we're gonna maybe upgrade our workflow, our cameras, and shift over to that higher quality. Kind of like in 2016, if you're uploading 480p footage or 720p footage, you're kind of behind. And it's gonna come quick to where even 1080p, what I do is I watch my videos on my 4K TV and I'm like, yuck, those look terrible. And so things are always shifting. And so I think 4K is coming faster than we think. And one extra trend to mention is of course drones. Drones are everywhere. And I think the big takeaways for me is I haven't really got into drones yet, but that I'm working on a project with the co-founder of Video Influencers, Benji, and we're talking about some drone footage that we want to include. I think drone operators is something that you could master and even really make money on, as people are going to be looking for aerial footage, drone footage, somebody that knows what they're doing. The technology is going up, the price is coming down, drones are just taking over. Eventually they'll probably run the whole world, deliver our packages, kill us all. And so drones are definitely something to pay attention to. Let's get back to NAB. Question of the day, which of the things did you like the most in this video? Post them in the comments below, or if you were at NAB, what was your favorite thing? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Definitely subscribe for more videos just like this, and you can check out the entire playlist from NAB, all the interviews, all the different gear reviews and things like that. We'll link it up on the YouTube card as well as in the YouTube description. Until next time, Think Media TV is helping you go further, faster in media. Keep crushing it, and we'll talk soon. Welcome to After the End Card. I actually still gotta go, but I'm super pumped that you made it this far. Anyways, keep crushing it. Talk soon.